You know, anybody that's watched my channel for any length of time at all know that I've often made the statement that I sometimes wonder about me. Well, I do. Gracious, case in point. This is my Kibler Woodsrunner, and I replaced the sight on it with a very narrow silver sight with a narrow, very narrow groove in the rear sight. Trying every way under the sun to see your sights and your target better. Because I'm 82 years old, you certainly don't have the teenage vision that you used to have. So I tried various things, you know, and for a year I shot that very narrow silver front sight with a very narrow rear sight, groove in the rear sight. Well, I decided to try something different and see if it won't help me with these older eyes that I've got. And I put a much wider brass front sight and filed the rear notch out considerably wider. So I'm going to try that. And so now I've got to zero this thing because I know I've already taken this front sight was quite tall, and I've already taken it down quite a bit, and I know I'm going to have to take it down more to get it zeroed. So and I may have to move it left and right, whatever. Point is, I'm out here right now to zero it, which is wouldn't ordinarily be any kind of problem. But why I wonder about me, why did I wait till now to change the sights? Because muzzleloader season opens in the morning, for heaven's sake. Anyway, I wrestled with myself and decided to go ahead and change those sights and see if it won't help a little bit. Now, let me go ahead and say something right here. Among other things, I am a licensed optician. I understand the eyes, I understand how they work, I understand glasses, I understand pinhole vision, I understand all that stuff. So, anytime I say something about vision stuff, I get a slew of comments, most of which simply are not applicable at all. But I'm telling you, I've pretty much heard it all. But I probably will still get a bunch of comments that literally just don't make any sense or don't hold water. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and set me up a target and see how much I'm going to have to adjust these sights to get it hitting sort of where I want it. I'm going to start out by putting my target at 40 yards. I will shoot at 40 and probably 60 yards because that's about as far as I'm going to get a shot, or will take a shot in this part of the country anyway, at a deer. So go ahead and set me up a target, get this thing ready and see what she do. Get the bench sort of set up here. Where I'm going to be. Yep. Gotta raise up. All right. Let's see how far off we are. I don't see. Oh, I see it, which is what I expected it to be low. It's low and just a hair to the left. So I need to go in and I got to file on that front side a little bit. So I went in the house. And I filed that front sight down a bit. And I am shooting low out there, 40 yards, which I was expecting to. I deliberately left a little bit high so I could slowly bring it to where I wanted. I didn't want to cut it down too much to begin with. That wouldn't be good. So I'm putting my, I want to call it that, my over the powder patch, which I am a big fan of. And my favorite thing to use over the powder is water tow. So that's what I'm using here. Water tow. Let's see where we can go now. See how much we may have moved the point of impact, if any. I will say one thing. Under these lighting conditions, I like that bigger, wider sights. I definitely do. It's definitely got to come back to the right a little bit. That raised my shot, raised up to about, I started out, I was probably 2 inches low. Now I'm probably ½ inch low, but I want it to be a little bit high. Okay, I started out first shot was about 2 inches low. This one's about ½ inch low, but both of them are left, so I've got to raise it a little more, and I need to go ahead and scrunch it over to the right just a little bit. Okay, filed sight down a little more. I filed the sight down a little more and tapped it the front side a wee bit to the left. And we'll try it with, even though I don't normally use shooting glasses. It certainly don't hurt. Oh, let's just see where this one goes. Right smoky in here. Okay, let's see what's going on out there this time. That one didn't go up much, but it did go to the right. I think I'll shoot one more before I make any more adjustments. Okay, one more time. And then depending upon what I see there, what kind of adjustments I might make. A little bit smoky in here. Okay. I definitely need to come up. Don't know about the right and left yet. Okay. One more time. I certainly hope it goes right there with that last. Come on. Whew. Oh yeah. That's pretty doggone good. I'm gonna fire one more. And if that one's okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. Let's see. Well, hopefully this one will go about where I want it. Then I can be through for the day. Get me started hunting. Okay, come on. Now you go right where I want you to go. Did it or didn't it? That's the question. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to call that 40-yard zero anyway. Now I need to check it on out there to at least 60, but I haven't got time to do that today. We got a 2-week muzzleloader season coming up, so I'll have a day or two in there that I can find a little bit of time to try some 60-yard shots. I am pleased with that and my ability to see. I definitely like that wider sight and that wider front sight with that wider rear notch. Now, what I did, let me see if I can make any sense out of this. What I did, okay, all right, on my front sight, the back, the angle, this angle right here, was more, it was more, how can I say that, more straight up, more vertical. So what I did, I took a file and I laid that angle way back down, laid it way down. And what that does, if you're under, it will allow, under more conditions, to pick up the light. It will make that brighter. Where if it stands up, it tends to be black most of the time. Where if you lay it back, it will tend to gather light and reflect light better. So then, of course, I angled the top down to shorten it this way to make it hit where I want it to hit. And I took the rear sight back here and I filed the notch a bit. And so, consequently, I can see that sight actually better than I have in the past year. That's not to say it's perfect by any means, but whether lighting conditions are such that the sights look black, or you get out in the bright light and they really need to shine, it's good. Looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna go up there, get that target. I'll see if I can make any sense out of it. Okay. All right, all these shots, all these are filing the front sight down, trying to bring it up, and trying to get my windage right. That's all these. And the last, I'm aiming right here. I'll take my 6 o'clock hole. And the last 3 shots, 2 touch and 1 here, I'd say that's pretty doggone good zero. I may fine tune it a little bit later, but right now, I'd say that is hunky-dory. This is at 40 yards. And I want to take a chance, or take the time to shoot it at 60 and see what I come up with. It should be pretty close. I may have to raise it just a hair more. I don't know. We'll find out. But right now, at 40, it's probably 40 to at least 45, 50 yards. I'm right here. I mean, that's close. That's close. That is doggone good accuracy at 40 yards. Anyway, get the shooting house closed up, gather up all my stuff, go back to the house, clean up this Woodsrunner, and get it loaded up for the beginning of the muzzleloader season, which starts tomorrow. But right now, I am pleased with the sights and pleased with the zero, at least for the time being. In the next day or two, I will get out here and I will shoot it at 60 and see if I need to make a little bit do a little fine tuning. But right now, I'm right happy. Talk soon.